So what year did then you graduate from Clemson?
Graduated in December 1991. So that means I got to enjoy an additional football season. I got 5 football seasons because it took me 4.5 years to graduate, and that was all planned, even though our team didn't do as well as we would have liked for them to do back in those years. I did get to enjoy that 5th season, and I got to enjoy a last semester where I think I took a class in nonverbal communication. I took a class in philosophy. I relaxed that last semester to get ready for what would come next and start that process of kind of rounding myself into form because I have not engaged much in writing at all at Clemson. I've been all engineering, all math, science, technology, and I'm now a hardcore techie. But now at my core, I'm still a writer. I'm just not stirring up that gift and nurturing it the way I should have been.
Gotcha. So you're wrapping up. You're about to graduate. What was on the horizon for you? What did you imagine was coming next in terms of work or school? What were you looking to get into?
Well, one of the many great things about the program for engineering enrichment and retention is you are mentored and guided by some people who have been there to always be looking at what you're going to do next. So I think my senior year, I got a graduate fellowship that would allow me to intern with a company who would be my sponsor and then return to that company for each summer that I would be in grad school. And I got picked up by a company called the MITRE Corporation. And I'm a wordsmith, so I look up MITRE. And to MITRE means to fit together. They're a systems engineering firm. So I said, look at this. I have ended up working for a systems engineering firm, even though my school doesn't have this major. I'll get to see what systems engineering looks like as opposed to the electrical engineering that I have practiced, because there's lots of electrical engineers there. There are lots of bioengineering folks there. There are lots of coders there, and they're all working on all these different government projects. There are defense contractors, and they do federally funded research and development. Now I get to see what all of that looks like, and I did, and it helped me understand what I wanted to do and what I didn't want to do, which gave me a great focus in grad school. And it was such a powerful focus. I would tell anybody, yeah, of all the fellowships you can get, this one was called the GEM Fellowship, and I think GEM stands for Graduate Degrees for Minorities in Engineering, something like that. They're still around, but that is a powerful experience to be able to work on the put into practice the things that you are studying while you are still in school, because that informs class choices and professors that you might want to interact with, either directly with them as your instructor, you might want to do a project for them. It just gave me a lot of guidance and a lot of savvy that paid off for me.
Before moving too much forward, I did want to ask, so in Charlton's book, he talked about, I think at Clemson, you're already using email, you were online, and you were DJing, and people could only find the way to the party through email or something. Like, talk about your online experience, and also, I couldn't quite understand that. So you're still up on the hill in Clemson, but you're also DJing and kind of the center of that scene.
So yeah. The DJing happened at Georgia Tech. That wasn't until
so I'm mixing it up.
Yeah, okay. That wasn't until I got to Georgia Tech. At Clemson, I was all about those books, all about the books. And then when I made the choice for grad school, I actually made a social choice for grad school. I realized that the isolation I experienced at Clemson, I could kind of undo if I chose a grad school that would at least let me be around a lot of people who look like me, who was also trying to do what I was trying to do. And that made Georgia Tech the logical choice for grad school, the same way it wasn't the right choice as my undergraduate school. It was the absolute right choice for grad school, because when I went on grad school recruitment weekend, I saw a lot of African American students from all over the country who all said, why wouldn't you go to grad school in Atlanta? Why wouldn't you? So we all did.